Welcome guys to the new episode of Python programming series. In this episode we are going to discuss about variables in Python. So basically you can assume variables like this. Consider this as a box, okay? Now whenever we name this box with label, for example I will name it as A. So I will call this box with variable A, okay? Variables are used to represent some object. For example, we have this, I will name it as B. Now variable names can be anything. For example, if there is a person, if we have to give the name to this person, we will create a name variable, okay? I hope you got the basic overview what variable exactly is. So it is used to represent something, okay? Now for example, if I name the variable like this, first name, so we have this, okay? I will name the variable as last name, okay? So variable names can be anything. Now this is called as string, okay? Inside the quotes, whatever characters we add, this is called as string. Now variable can be of any type. It can be of age also, okay? It can be a roll number of student like this. It can be a boolean variable. Boolean variables are represented using true and false, okay? Either it can be true or it can be false as well. And the most important part here is you do not have to assign the data type. Now what data type is, for example, here we have the first variable, first name as Manish. Now this is a string data type. So in other programming languages like in C, C++, Java, we have to add the data type manually. But in Python we have the advantage, it automatically takes the type of that variable name. For example, if we have to check the type of this, if I write print is used to print the statements in Python. So if you have seen the previous two episodes, we have used print many times. So print is used to print the output on the screen. So here if I type it as type of this variable name, first name, okay, so it will print the type, okay? Now in the output you can see, so here you can see class as string. So this variable first name is of type string. Now if I copy this and again I create multiple print statements and I will use the last name here. I will copy this and paste it here, age, roll number, and this. Now if I run the code, okay, so here if you see this is married true, it is taking as string, okay? So here you have to write it in this way. So this is a boolean type variable. This is rest, roll number and age are integer types, and the first two variable names are string, okay? Now there is one more type which is float. So for example, if you have to represent the diameter of any circle or distance, you can represent using this as well, like this. You have to print diameter as well, so I will name it as diameter, okay? So this is of type float. That's the important thing to notice. We don't have to write the data types, okay? These are called as data types, which represent what type of data is stored inside the variable. Now consider this, for example, this is age variable. When we assign a value, this is called as value assignment to a variable. We have assigned some value to the variable age, okay? Now inside memory, what happens is, inside memory means we have the OS and that will manage the memory, right? So we have this variable age, and inside that age we have 31. Similarly we have roll number. So these kind of blocks are created inside the memory whenever we create the variable, and with the help of these variable names, we can access those values stored inside these boxes or blocks can be accessed. Okay, similarly for string as well, that will be stored here, and this is how you represent the variables inside memory. So we don't have to worry about how these things work, but you must know what happens behind the scene. Okay, now there you can assign the variables like this as well, multiple assignments. XYZ is equals to 60. Okay, whenever you print the value of x, for example, it will print 60. If you print the value of y, that will also be 60. So you can represent variables, you can assign the values like this as well, and you can assign the variables like this as well, like this. Okay, what we are printing y. If I want to print the value of x and z, that will also be yz. Okay, so 40, 46, 56. So this is also one more way to assign multiple values to multiple variables. Okay, now there are some rules to write the variable names. Like for example, if I add the 2 here, the number before the variable name, then that is not allowed. That is syntax error. You cannot add number here, you cannot add the symbol like this. Okay, you cannot add the symbols like this. If I add underscore, then this is allowed. Okay, and here also we have to assign the underscore. So this is allowed, first name. If you add the underscore in between like this, first name, then this is also allowed. This error is coming because the type we are printing here is underscore, so we have to change it here as well. Okay, so this is also allowed. Now if I add the dash here and if here as well, then this is not allowed. Okay, the Python will consider it as an operator. Okay, so this is not allowed. And if I add underscore in between, then this is also not allowed because this is also one operator. We will see the operators in detail in our next episode. You can consider operator like this. For example, this is a sample 2 plus 2, then this plus is considered as a addition operator. Similarly, we have subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator. So we will see these things in our next episode, but currently we should focus on the variable names. Okay, there are some rules which you must know. You can this underscore is allowed, and if I add the number after this, then this is also allowed, like this. Okay, so this is allowed. You can add the numbers after, but the first character cannot be a number or a dash except underscore. Okay, like this. And instead of type, if I print a value over here, you can see it is representing the value of this variable. Okay, like this. Okay, you can remove the type, and if you want to practice it, as I have mentioned before also, you can go to codezify.com/python IDE. If you want to practice this inside Visual Studio Code, then you can open the Visual Studio Code or create the file here, new file. Okay, in Visual Studio Code, if I copy this and save from here, you can use the shortcut as well. Here I will name it as third episode, third.py. Okay, now you have to open the terminal, go to the path where we have added this, and you can run it like this, python3 and the name of the file. This is the name of the file, python.third.py, and it will give us the same output which was given in our compiler. Okay, you can practice Python anyway. That was all about the Python variables. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.